Well, damn.
Oh, there you go. Then it said it's recorded.
Yeah, I mean, it says recording, but I don't want to record right this very second. But okay, okay. Well, whatever. Well, I can edit it later. Whatever. How you been, man?
Man, been good, man. Been busy, busy, man. That's about it, man. Family and the brand, everything. Just been going. How about you, man?
Ooh, man. I had yeah, I had because we hadn't really seen each other since I got here.
Yeah.
The last time we seen each other was in OKC. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a ride these last 12 months, man. I'm working on my first year here, and 3 semesters in school done. You know, 1 book done, completed. Converted 1 book into a screenplay.
Yeah.
That's done. 3 deaths in the family, man. 2 this month. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like, yeah, man. I ain't got no more aunts, bro. I'm not fresh out on aunts, man. That was it. Last aunt passed away.
Oh, that's the one that you posted on Facebook that I
Yeah,
shared.
both of them. I posted both of them. Yeah,
both of them. Okay.
Yeah, she was she upraised me, man. She was like a second mom, but she made it all the way to 90. And,
Hey, that's it right there, man. I'm telling you, that's the longevity. You didn't seen some years of everything. So
yeah, man.
that's wild. So with her, like now that she, passed, rest in peace for sure.
Thank you.
Like with the information that she helped you, grow up, like how does that play into your life, everyday life now, still to this day? Like, and now that you're in the grieving stage, now that she's not, she's still present in your heart. Now, what is it like to be, now you're gonna be with the knowledge that she gave you? What is it that she, uplifted you about, and that's gonna play every day in your life? Is there something that just really sticks out in particular with her?
Oh yeah, man. See, we call her Aunt Dumpy. My Aunt Dumpy, man, she was very instrumental of me coming here.
Yeah.
Right before she had that last stroke, man, she told me, she said, Junie, you need to hightail them up out of here. Get on that road. Yeah. Don't look. Basically the same thing you told me. You just reiterated what she had already told me. But she was very adamant about. Yeah, she was very adamant about me just moving forward and pushing on and don't look back. She said, you done all you can do here. Basically, if my mom was here, she'd have said, that's my mother's oldest sister.
Yeah.
She would have said the same thing. So you're hearing these things repeatedly from different people. It's like, okay, well, she was definitely one of my biggest supporters. Yeah, man. The last conversation I had with her, man, she was all about me leaving Oklahoma and never coming back, and moving forward in my life and don't worry about what's going on back here. So many words, we talked for a long time, before, I think like the following day, man, she had that stroke, and maybe a few days after that. And yeah, that's one of the definitely things I take from Annie, man, just, because she was one of the last few, that generation were riders, man. They rode hard with their people,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for better or for worse, they really did, and I kind of took that from them too, ride with your people, but
you got to, man.
You know yourself, Rod. That ain't always, just look what happened to Deion Sanders. He was trying to ride for his people. Damn, at what point do you have to draw the line? You know what I'm saying? And say, hey.
And I think that's the big thing that's happening right now is a lot of people are drawing the lines of certain circumstances that everyone's going through. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, well, if this ain't gonna work, and we have a bigger voice now to do those things in this time frame for everybody from every age, from your age to my age to, to my kids to our grandparents and everything like that. Everyone has a voice to be like, all right, this is it. And I think that's what's a big role right now that's going on. And like you said, with Deion Sanders, man, he was like, all right, well, got to make my move. I got to go.
He
I'm
did. He
gonna
gave
make
it his
my
all.
statement.
When you
Yeah,
done your
he
best,
did.
when you gave everything that you got, your best. For some people that ain't good enough. You don't want, they think, oh, you could have done this, you could have done that, But I'm like, well, what are you doing? It's like life
And
is
how
short,
long was
bro.
he there? How long was he there at the
He was there for
university?
3 years, and I understand. Dion had an illness where he was about to lose both of his legs. He was about to get amputated. He was fighting an
I think
illness.
one of them was his foot. I remember at one point it was his foot, and I read that on Twitter. And then after that, I kind of lost all the information. After that, I just knew that he was. It came back in the news where he's like, I'm going to Colorado now, and making that big, statement. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Then I read more about it, but for the most part, he was like, I gave it, like you said, he gave it his all, and now it's like, all right, I'm moving forward, and I feel like this program for Jackson, they gonna do their thing now.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, now it's all up to y'all to keep it growing.
Yes.
And then the eyes is on them for sure. It's definitely on them. So I'm sure when it comes out to next season for them, they got to live up to what Deion already put out there, and I'm sure they will fulfill that. If they don't, Deion did what he did, and now he's over here. So it's like y'all got to use his motivation and everything, and the God-given gift that the God gave to him. Now it's over there now. So, but yeah.
And I believe him. I believe him when he said God told him to go to Colorado. I believe that. I really do.
Yeah.
I believe God told him he needed to push on. He took a bunch of people with him, took a bunch of his players with him, coaches and stuff with him,
Yeah.
And he did leave them in better shape. Jackson in better shape. But you know how ironic, ain't nobody talking about Brett Favre and all that money he stole down there in Mississippi. Nobody really, ain't nobody, the brothers and sisters ain't turned up about that. They're more worried about Deion going to Colorado.
Yeah, I heard about that one, boy. That was wasn't that like for funding or something like that he was trying to do? And
yeah, he stole a bunch of welfare money so he can build a tennis court or something for one of his people, one of his nieces or cousins or somebody, man. I was like, wow, that's cold-blooded, man. But
yes,
anybody, they ain't got the energy for that. I find that kind of interesting, how we just continuously shoot each other down, you know what I mean? And bro, there's things that brothers and sisters do I don't like, but you ain't gonna never see me use none of my mediums to get up here and gossip and tear other brothers and sisters down. I ain't gonna never do that. Never do that. No. I'll just be like, I might not deal with them no more, but I ain't gonna get up here and be talking down on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that for sure.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, it's always good to see you. Man.
Good to see you as well.
I'm sure been missing you, man. Shit, I just like I said, man, these past 12 months have been interesting. There's a lot of 304s down here.
Really?
There's a lot of superheads down here, man. Headhunters, nutcrackers down here, man. But I just stay out the way, man. If I go out, if and when I do go out, I just go out and watch the show, listen to some music, meet people. There's a lot of tourism here. I like going out and just talking to people, man. And I'm an author. I'm an author. I'm a writer, so it just gives me a lot of influence and different things. And there are a lot of interesting people. Now I'm working on the strip. I don't know if I told you that.
But I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, at night.
You're gonna get more experience though. You're gonna get more of the inside of stuff now. Like I really feel like now that you're down there, I feel like you're gonna have, in my vision of what seeing you, like even with your age, I look past that. We always look past that, even though like everyone's like, oh, it's this time for this generation. No, I'm like, it's for everybody. And I think for you, you're gonna get so much stuff compared to when you was down in Oklahoma. I was like, oh yeah, G finna get a whole bunch of big information right now. Like he gonna get overloaded to where it's like, well, I can start here. Like just what you doing now as far as working.
Yeah.
He's like, I could have been doing this.
Yeah.
I could have been doing this a long time ago. I could have been doing this back in Oklahoma. Could have been my own boss a long time ago. So yeah, it plays a big part right now for you for sure.
Trying to, just trying to be supportive of family. Just dealing with, I done dealt with so much death now where I feel kind of jaded. You know, um, I was heartbroken, of
Yeah,
course, losing my last 2 aunts, and my
for
uncle
sure.
is not doing very well. I haven't really talked to him. First his wife, then his sister. You know what I'm saying? So he's not doing very
Ooh, so he
well.
really, yeah,
Yeah, man. And we all tight. And
mm.
you know what I'm saying? So it just today, I'm glad you texted me this morning, man, because you reminded me, like, why are you working today? Why are you out here trying to bash and do all this stuff? Just go home, and have a drink.
Yeah.
Just I should have been preparing for this video. You see what I'm saying? I should have been getting ready
And
for this.
nah, you
You
good,
know,
you good. I had to make sure because I was like, let me keep my word. What Unc said,
no,
like he's like, man, we
no,
should do a podcast and everything before the end of the year, or at least do a discussion to
yeah,
what's been going on in everyday life and all that, So
and I like this. We get to FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? It's better than talking on the phone.
yeah,
And we made it to the end of 2022, and but yeah, I just man, after I text you, right after I text you, I stopped dashing and went home. Whatever money I made, I say this is it. Because tomorrow I'm gonna get slammed. I got to go back tomorrow night, New
I
Year's
know you
Eve.
gonna have it all,
Woo,
man. And be
woo.
safe out there too, especially are you gonna be out there like from morning until later the evening or just kind of all throughout the day,
It'll
all
be
the way till
evening.
nighttime?
It'll be about 8 o'clock till 7 that morning.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be texting you. I'm gonna be texting you. I'm gonna make sure you good. Yeah. I don't care what
Yeah.
time it is. Happy New Year. Then I'll be like, all right, where
Yeah.
you at? I need to know where you at. What you doing? You good? Okay.
Yeah,
Let me know
man.
you
This
made it
is
home or something.
it's at the Hilton Grand Vacation, and man, it's wild. It's not as wild. It's no casino. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
But it's right at the beginning of the strip, right across the street from the Sahara. That's where the strip kind of begins. And then on the other
Mm.
end, that's where it's wild at. It's where all the casinos and a bunch of stuff going on. But it starts with us. And they're gonna
Yeah.
have it blocked off, about I say about maybe 2 miles in.
Mm.
So we'll still get a lot of traffic, but it's gonna be wild because people drink, people do drugs and do all kind of crazy stuff, man. It's Vegas, and,
Man, and yeah, that strip is different. That's a whole nother lifestyle right there, man.
man. But
And that shit, I'm sure it's due every day.
I like it though, man. I miss you guys. I wish you guys were here. I wish you and Corey was here, man. You
Oh,
know,
we're gonna be there one day. We're gonna definitely be there one day.
yeah, my place is yours. You're welcome anytime. You know, but yeah, man, I was thinking about you guys, man, a lot. You know what I'm saying? Glad we linked up on Facebook and Instagram and stuff to stay in touch. You
Oh,
know,
absolutely.
shit. But yeah, that's been pretty much with me, man. Just getting back in school. It's weird, being in my approaching mid-50s and being around these kids. These kids are so smart, man. It's like I feel a little intimidated at times, but then at other times it's like these guys are just a bunch of pussies, man. They so soft. They're a bunch of marshmallows, man. It's like damn. But
and it's actually. I'll go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, because when you said that, as soon as you instantly said that, it was an article that our therapist sent us. I haven't read it, but it's basically saying like 18-year-olds. What did it say exactly? I want to read it word for word. It was saying today's 18-year-olds are like the 12-year-olds from a decade ago. That's just the title of it. And I haven't read it, so once I do, it's yeah. So just when you said that, it just made me think like that's exactly what's going on. It's like they're scared to do certain things. They're scared to make those mistakes, or they're scared to just try to do certain things. And like you said, no one's really being comfortable of themselves. I mean, they're speaking out, of course, they're being upfront and using their voice, but I feel like some things they're just still comfortable at doing certain things. And it's like, are y'all gonna actually take this jump? Y'all gonna actually believe in yourself? Because once you turn 18, okay, yeah, you can still be in the house for a little bit trying to figure out what's going on. Is inflation high? Is what's going on? Is it emotion? Mental health is good. All that stuff plays a part now. That's bigger because back then it was like, you good, you get up out there and and make it happen. As nowadays, it's like everybody pays attention to mental health, what's been going on with school, your education. Are you in school? Are you doing a trade? Are you trying to work for yourself? You doing YouTubing? Are you doing Twitch? All these new revenues of how to do certain things you can make money off of being a content creator. All that plays a part, and it's like, all right, cool. But what else are y'all doing? Like as far as socializing with others and communicating with the world and all that type of stuff. And when you instantly said that, it made me think like it's gonna be tough for them, man. Like you said, and they soft out here. And so you seeing it, and we still already see it, but you seeing it, and you like, dang, they still ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed for these cats.
Well, man, I'm gonna say this for the record, man. While I got you here, I'm proud of you, son. I really am. I'm so proud of you.
Like,
You've definitely have been these last 3 years or so, man, been a motivating factor in my life, man. And you're a young man, and so what I be talking about, young cats, that don't apply to everybody. Okay, it's just
yeah, yeah.
Young man once told me, him, I ain't gonna say his name here, but he once told me, he said, "Hey, it's our time now, bro. Your time passed, bro." Talk to the hand, bro.
Too.
Yeah.
He just had a kid. I know what you're talking about. He just
Okay.
had a kid. I think he got a daughter.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
exactly.
He gonna grow up now.
Oh,
he's really about to grow up now. Oh yeah. Talk to the hand, bro.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and he'll know too, to where he's laughing about it. But for everybody else, and it ain't no offense to him.
Not. I mean, you know what? He was absolutely right though, because I went on and I was pissed at first. I was angry, like, you talking to little pastor? I slept, but I went home and I started watching YouTube videos, and I seen the cats, doing things that we didn't do, and I was thinking, you know what, young man's right. It is their time. Sometimes is and some of us as older cats. I'm a Gen Xer. Some of us and older, we need to fall back because it is you guys' time. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about the kids in my school, but I learn a lot from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Boys and girls. I do. I learned about DoorDash just watching my classmates. They told me how much, they said they're making $1,000, $2,000 a week. I was like, how much? How much is that? I'm like, damn, even if you're just doing it when you want to, and how you want to, make your own schedule. You ain't got to work today you don't want to. Make enough, like this morning, I only worked for a couple of hours, but I made enough to where I could just say, I'm done for the rest of the day,
I'm telling you, man, and that's right there that's a different revenue right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at life differently, and you can start maneuvering away from certain things that you used to be comfortable with. That you're like, oh no, I ain't going through this no more. And then, but you're going like this. Literally, you're going up. You're not even going this way. You literally going up, and you seeing things to where now you'll be so free to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? As like door dashing is leading to a whole nother spectrum for you. As for us, we already see like, okay, yeah, we could do this for extra money if we want to do it. For you, you look at it like, I can knock this out in a week and make what y'all doing where y'all at work at this 9 to 5, and I'm already made this. And then this accumulate, which you know how it goes now. So
man,
the game is crazy different.
That DoorDash and Uber Eating really saved me, man. Because I was I got fired off one job. I was there for 6 months. I ain't been fired in over 20 years. So it was kind of like, it was a little bit of an ego trip for me. I was like, huh, really? Okay. F you too.
Okay.
But I actually came out pretty good on that deal, bro. I came out all right. I had a nice little severance, for that. For a little 6 months I was there. So I was able to kind of chill, for about a month or so. And work on school. It was the fall, and I was midway in the school and had a couple of classes. That sound design class was a bitch, but I ultimately ended up having to drop it and just focus on one class, but it didn't mess with my curriculum,
Right.
But just that and adjusting to a new state, new town, and dealing with family stuff still, you know, even though I'm long distance. It's just, you know, I'm just kind of, man, I'm just like, well, you know, but I'm proud of you guys, man. You guys, you and Dennis, and say hello, Dennis, for me when you see him.
Look, kid you not, man. He literally texted while we was talking. I kid you
Oh,
not.
man, say what's up. Give him the peace sign.
He literally just gave it. I should send a picture of it, like real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, but I'm
Because
proud
he
of you
literally
guys.
just said,
Proud of you guys. You guys are married. You settled down. You got good women in your life. I'm telling you, man, marriage is rough. It's a rocky road, but you will get through it. I'm telling you, man, I'm down here in Sin City. I'm not having as much fun as you might. Even if you're an older bachelor, even if you're an older bachelor, it's like, damn, okay, all right, I seen that. But you can't trust these 3-year-old folks. You know what I'm saying? You got a woman that you can trust and build with. That's different. That's God sent. You know what I'm saying? God put her in your life.
Yeah.
And you have children. So fathers are so important, man. You know that. Being a junior, like me, I'm a junior. I think Dennis is a junior. We're all juniors.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so important to have that senior present, man. Even if you don't have a junior, just be present in your girls' lives too. You know what I'm saying? It's important. You see, you know what's going on out here.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest talk.
Yeah, I feel bad, man. Sometimes I'm like, the Gen Xers. I forgot who I was talking to. I was talking to one of the young brothers at my job. I said, man, my Gen Xers really let me down. They really disappoint me. I mean, I see what a 50-year-old look like sagging, walking around sagging and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? He know better than that.
Man, if I see that, I'm gonna just look at him like this.
Yeah, he got all this gray in his face like me. I'm walking around here sagging. He look at me like, "This G, are you drunk? What's going on, man? What you doing?"
And you gotta be. That better be your number. That better be the first thing that comes out your mouth, because you go. Other than that, if you sober and you sagging and you say like, "Yeah, this is what I feel like," I'm like, "This ain't you. This ain't you."
We didn't grow up like that. We had to be creased up. We had to be starched. They had a collar starched, popped. No wrinkle, no ring around the collar. You had to have your smell goods on. You had to be presentable, even if you were poor. You know what I mean? Even if you were broke. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to look broke. You know what I mean?
And that's what plays in the story. That's literally what plays in my story of my brand. Literally what, not getting off the topic or anything, but that literally what plays into it. Like, that's how my grandmother was. She literally put herself like at this high standard, even though she didn't have as much as, back in her time. And up until then, it was like she worked with what she had, and she kept herself up and with everything that she was doing. And that's how I look at it with my brand is, be able to create things that make you feel comfortable and make you feel like, reuse it and keep it clean and, keep yourself groomed and all that. And that's just what plays into the brand and just in people. And like you said, going back to, marriages and our kids and everything like that, being present, it's like you said, it's a challenge. It sometimes is very difficult. It's very stressful. If somebody don't say that, I'm be like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, there's gonna be moments where you feel like I don't want to do this no more. Like, you just want to be done with the whole situation. Like, I've talked to other brothers who shared that. You even shared that with us, just from your generation until you see how we are. It's like, it's a challenge, man. And every day is different. Every day is going to be, sorry about that if you hear the kids screaming and everything. But you're gonna hear that there's gonna be challenges every day, and there's emotions gonna change, and there's gonna be conversations that you feel that are like, bro, like, should I be here? Do I even want to be here? Like, for an example, you heard about what's that dude that was on Ellen show? The dude that killed himself. Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what was going on. What was the backstory behind that? Like, what made him get to that level of where he was at? Like, people are still questioning. I mean, I'm even questioning like what happened. You know what I'm saying? Just in marriage in general and just relationship. Like, Was he tired of it? Was something as a man that he wasn't able to speak on to somebody else with? Did he do something that he felt that wasn't comfortable, or did he not like something that was in his marriage or with his kids, or what was it? We will never know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what our community is about right now, is talking more to our brothers and understanding what's going on in marriages and what everybody's facing with. Because I talked to a couple brothers and even you about, marriages and understanding and how to, cope with things. What's a new strategy to how to go about things? What can I do that will have more common sense to me? That's maybe common sense to the wife, but I'm missing that piece. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much things, and be able to share our emotions. Golly, man, we got to share our emotions. We got to share our issues just in general. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. I'm stuffy too. I'm just getting over a cold and all that. So brother got a halls and all that. Trying to make sure.
I can hear it a little bit. No, that's cool.
Yeah, stuffy and all that. But yeah, man, that's how it really is. And I appreciate like you going back, you appreciate what we're doing. Hey, we appreciate you always. We always, because y'all started out and y'all tell us things, and all the deep moment conversations that y'all shared with us, that plays in our head every day. It plays in our head. And you gonna find you a message. I know you will. You gonna find you a message.
Hey man, I might win the lottery before I do that.
If you do, hey, in between that time, hopefully your missus was already talking. Because if after that, I'm sorry, y'all on your own. It's between you and the Lord. Y'all better pray and focus on y'all, because he gonna leave and create his books more and get more millions and probably travel. He'll see y'all when he see y'all.
Hey, she got to be a rider, man. You know what I mean? But y'all doing the right thing, man. Is reconnecting with the love, organically.
Yeah.
Like going out on a date. Y'all need to do that. Go out on date nights at least once or twice a month.
Going tomorrow, actually.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's important to do that, man. Get away from the kids, get away from everything.
Oh, yeah.
Just y'all go out, do y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Mm-hmm.
that's a great start. I was giving me
All right, a timer.
it's giving me 10 more minutes. Oh, I actually got 10 minutes. Okay, well, damn.
They let you know, like, look here, we didn't update it on y'all. Y'all can't be talking like this long unless y'all pay for our services.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We could talk for a couple of hours, Now it's like, okay, But so going into 2023, the direction of Ramon clothing. Tell me about that. What's going on?
The direction of Ramon clothing, man, it's going to always have that slow fashion mentality. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be always putting my creative mind into every piece. Every piece has a meaning to it diligently. Like I'm going in depth with everything with the brand. So I have one piece that I will be presenting probably, of course, upcoming year. And I'm working on another piece right now. I'm trying to get another one in. So at least probably have 3 pieces going into the new year. So I'm working on those right now. One is already finalized. I just got to do a little bit more tweaking. But Ramon going into 2023, we getting bigger and better, man. It's going to be the sickest brand. I'm telling you, it's going to be the sickest brand. It's going to be the one that's going to be like, people going to want to know. They got to have a piece. They're going to be like, I need to have what that man is making and creating. Like, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be so, man, people's mindsets for other brands are going to maneuver over to mine. That's how it's going to be, how confident I feel about it. And that's just straight up. That's just how I feel. If somebody was to ask me right now, why is the reason the brand is so noticeable? Because we're the greatest. We're sick. We're sick to the brand. We know we can connect with our community. We connect with the world. We connect internationally. We pay attention to detail. We understand relationships. We connect with people. Like, that's literally what my brand's all about, is connecting with everyone and feeling comfortable in the brand. I'm always wearing a piece. Like, literally, I'm wearing my socks right now. Literally, I'm never a day without not wearing my brand. Kid you not.
I got the Ramones on right
You see,
Shoot. You know, I ain't just
I
got
kid
the
you
Adidas.
not.
I said, I'm gonna have my, if I gotta wear these, I gotta wear my Ramones too. You
There
know,
you go. So
shit,
like
you
that,
know,
and
that's
that's how I'm
awesome.
looking at it. So yeah, that's my direction as far as the year goes into it. And
Okay.
you know, the more I do research, the more I see how brands are doing their thing, the more I get creative in thinking of how to do certain things. There's going to be some campaigns going to be shot. There's going to be uh, some other stuff that I don't want to share too much right now, but definitely will be on the looks out for like pop-up shops for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's how the brand is going right now, man. We working.
Well, I tell you this, man, y'all have a very wide crossover appeal. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna reach a lot of people. You know,
Hmm.
I love the color scheme. You know, a lot of the apparel, like I said, summer's coming. Oh, it gets warm down here, so I will be hit. I'll be hitting you up. You know, for
Yeah,
some of those shirts. You know, and some
yeah,
shorts. I will be hitting you up, bro. But it's a dry heat down here. It's not like back in OKC.
that is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
it's very
So
dry. But I will be hitting you up, and I will be. Do you have any like ball caps coming out or?
that's one of the
Okay.
something that's coming into play.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I like hats, man. I like even the
yeah.
brim. If you got some brims coming, I definitely want some of them too.
I definitely got you. I'll send you a little snippet of what I got going on. So I'm
Yeah,
not gonna say in details over here, but I'll give it
I got you.
offside the camera.
Yeah, you don't want to give out all your ingredients and recipes.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, but I do have some stuff where, like you said, I pay attention to that because a lot of people, like you said, dry heat, and I can't just always have that certain material. That's a big thing. I think a lot of people miss that is like you gotta watch where because if your audience is coming from a certain area, it's like, okay, cool, I can make, certain mesh color here or mesh material here, linen material here, or whatever, just for an example. So I definitely pay attention to that to create, critique my work and making sure that I'm reaching an audience of where like, okay, hey man, it rains in Oregon,
Uh-huh.
but in Seattle, it has this good old temperature, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it makes me think like how I want to be able to reach each audience and people with certain materials or brands because that is a big thing that helps out. Like dry fit is a big thing. People, like you said, temperatures are changing, things are different. Just the weather in itself is changing. Like dry heat, I mean, dry air, man. I mean, we getting colds down here nowadays, so
Man,
it's crazy, man. So it's just trying to figure that out, learning, growing, progression every time, researching. So the brand is up and up. It's just finding some team members to join and help out and
okay.
put in more work. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely more that's coming out for sure next year.
Yeah, and then another thing you might I'm pretty sure you thought about, but international districts, cities like
Hmm.
here is very international. Seattle, California, and of course New York and places like that.
Hmm.
People get a hold of Ramon, be like, what yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that. It look nice. It look nice. Like, Ramon.
yeah.
You got it.
And I've actually got those.
Yeah.
I've got those I've got that audience. I've got a couple from Italy. I've got a couple
Okay.
from uh Morocco. I've got a couple from I think from England. I have people who are watching from a lot of people overseas. A lot of people from China that are being watched. So I'm getting some eyes. That's the main thing right now. I'm getting a lot of eyes to see the website and to follow. So next year I definitely have to turn the notch up real high to
Uh-huh.
get that, that more aggressive following people to watch and more emailing. That is like the biggest thing. I like having a lot of people subscribe to the email list, and that's the biggest thing. I if that's a gem that I want to give to everyone in the world is always have a mailing an email listing because like say one day if the social media shuts down, How you gonna connect with them through
Exactly.
your website, your platform. So I think a lot of people miss that. So when I always have my newsletter out on my social media platforms, it's like, hey, subscribe to the website, subscribe to the newsletter so you can stay up to date. You know, I don't just say that just to say that. It's like, you know, so we can be cautious, like, yo, social media will go down for just a day or two and I'm launching something, y'all done missed out because y'all didn't sign up to the newsletter. So,
Uh-huh.
you know, so yeah, so I'm getting a lot of eyes from overseas, international and all that. So we getting there, man. It's just like I said, slow. It's just slow, gradually growing.
So is for them to sign up for the mailing list, is that on your website? Because I'm gonna post it on this video.
Yeah, I'll probably put it in my bio or I can send it to you.
Okay, yeah, send it to me so
And
I can
everything.
post it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And yeah, that's the big thing. So yeah, I'll definitely send that to you.
Yeah.
That man Dennis said, gut a man, tell him I said what's up.
Tell you, brother Lewis, I say what's up, man. You know,
I
happy
definitely do
holidays.
that.
Hope you have a blessed holidays and everything. Him and the fam. I miss him. Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely got to get on a Zoom call one day too as well, so we can talk about everything with him as well. So
absolutely, man. Absolutely. I still got pictures of well, you wasn't there yet, but I got pictures of Dennis, and I think Landon was there, and it was Corey was already there. You know, it was black. It was black over there in the back of the warehouse, man. You know,
yeah,
I still got pictures of that. You know, it was a time for sure. You know, and then you guys came in, and it's you know, it was like, man, those are some good times, man, for sure. You
oh
know.
yeah, most definitely.
You
Less than a minute, boy. They be putting this on the timer for real.
know.
It gave me a big little less than a minute.
Yeah, well, shoot, man. Neff, I'm happy to see you. You know, I'm about to call you when this thing ends, but
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Thank God. You know, much success and blessings in your business and your family and everything, man. And like I said, I'm
Thank you,
so
man.
proud of you, man, for real.
I appreciate it, man. We appreciate your support and love and how you do things, man. And I know you have so much gems that you still have in you that is going to pour out to you and to